In India, sales of Macs have been rising a lot and Apple is actually very happy about that. But despite certain Macs being affordable like the M4 Mac Mini, the prices of their monitors are very expensive. Stupidly expensive. So in this video, let's take a look at 5 amazing monitors that you can buy for your Mac that is priced below 30,000 rupees. So without wasting any precious time, let us begin. Now before taking a look at the list, I definitely had certain requirements when I made this list. First, it should be a 27-inch 4K IPS monitor. No VA panel, no TN. IPS is a must and it has to be 4K. Second, it should be decently color accurate. Now, of course, you can't expect the best of the best in this price range, but for this price, you can actually get really good color accurate monitors, and that was another criteria. Now the next criteria is that it can have either HDMI or USB-C, because most of the Macs these days other than the MacBook Air have HDMI ports, so you are covered there. And it can also have USB-C, but if it has USB-C, I made sure those monitors have power delivery. Now finally, you can of course use these monitors with your Windows PCs, laptops, whatever you have, but the only problem is that if you intend on gaming in these, you really can't get the best gaming experience because these monitors are more geared towards productivity and casual regular use. And with that said, let's take a look at the monitors. First up, we have the LG US500W. This is a 27-inch 4K IPS monitor, 60Hz refresh rate. It has a 90% DCI-P3 color gamut coverage. It has HDR10 support. It comes with HDMI 2.0 and DisplayPort 1.4. And for 20,000 rupees, I think this here is a sweet spot. If you don't want to spend like crazy amounts of money but still want a 4K IPS display, I think this monitor is a very good option, and this is relatively new. And if you want me to review this monitor, definitely let me know, I'll do that. Next up, we have the Samsung Viewfinity S7. Now this is again a 27-inch 4K monitor, IPS display, 60Hz. It has a 99% sRGB color gamut coverage, again has HDR10. It comes with 350 nits of brightness, comes with HDMI 2.0 and DisplayPort 1.2. Now for the price, this is definitely priced higher than the previous LG monitor, even though it has somewhat the same specs. But again, for the price, this here is also a good option. Next up, we have the ViewSonic VX2762U. This is again a 27-inch 4K IPS monitor, 60Hz, but it has a 3.8 millisecond gray-to-gray response time, which is great. It has HDMI 2.0 DisplayPort and it comes with USB Type-C with 65-watt PD charging support. Now for 27,000 rupees, this here is definitely an amazing 4K monitor. It has USB-C with PD charging support. This is 65 watts, and I think for any person who owns a MacBook, this here is an amazing convenient choice. But the only downside of this monitor is going to be its brightness, because this is only 250 nits. Other monitors are 300 nits and above. This is only 250 nits. Now, if you're working always in a dark environment, it should not be an issue, but still it is less. So keep that in mind. Next up, we have the MSI Modern MD271UL. Now again, 27-inch 4K IPS 60Hz, but this has a 4 millisecond gray-to-gray response time. It has a 99% DCI-P3 color gamut coverage, which is great. Again, 300 nits of brightness, HDMI 2.0, DisplayPort 1.2, and it definitely has USB Type-C with 65-watt PD charging support. Now for 28,000 rupees, I think this monitor has a healthy mix of everything a Mac user will need. Like you get USB-C with PD charging support, a good 27-inch 4K IPS panel, really good color gamut coverage, be it in sRGB or DCI-P3. So overall, I think for the price, this here will definitely be one of my personal choices. And finally, we have the LG 27UP850NW. Now again, we have a 27-inch 4K IPS monitor, 60Hz, but this has a better contrast ratio and it has a 95% DCI-P3 color gamut coverage, and it has 400 nits of brightness. It comes with HDMI 2.0, DisplayPort 1.4, and it has USB Type-C with 90-watt PD charging support. And for just 2,000 rupees extra, you get one of the best packages in this list. And as you know, LG displays have always been great, and this will definitely not be an exception. So if you're willing to spend an extra 2,000, you will definitely get a monitor with higher brightness, better contrast ratio, and faster charging. And with that said, these are the 5 monitors under 30,000 that I would recommend if you own a Mac. All these monitors are great value for money, have really good color accuracy for the price. Certain come with PD charging support, certain have HDMI, so which makes them more affordable. So there is a monitor for every one of you who own a Mac. Now all these 5 monitors are great value for money, and if you ask which would be my pick, I would either go with the MSI or the 30,000 rupee LG monitor. Now I'm a person who works in the creative field, and if I am on a budget, I would definitely want to get all the best things that I can get for the money, so these two would be my choice. But of course, I've made sure there are monitors from 20,000 rupees all the way up to 30,000 rupees. So based on your budget, please do select one, and I'll have all the links to these in the description below. Make sure you check them out. So thanks for watching, and this here is Suman signing off once again. Catch you later.